You mind breaking down that cloth behind you for the people who never manufactured an item? Can you let them know what all goes into that product?
Okay.
I know you mentioned you got the Chanel on the front. That's a dope piece. I want to get a close up
This
on
is
that.
a Chanel patch. You usually see these on varsity jackets, on letterman jackets at the high schools. Be wearing and shit for the teams and other sports wear and shit like that. But this actually started off as a picture, a design, Photoshop. I send it to the manufacturer. I send them my size charts for how I want things to fit, where I want things at. I let them know what parts I want embroidered, what parts I want printed, or if any. I let them know, the type of fabrics to use. Like right now, this hoodie has green satin on the inside, and that will be a trademark of all my Loud Life hoodies. Every hoodie I have will have green satin on the inside lining. This is mercerized cotton. This won't get lint on it. So I went through that process of telling them all the materials and everything I wanted to use, and then when they sent me the first picture, it was just the torso piece of the hoodie, flat by itself, no pocket, and they were stitching the Chanel patch on. Next time I seen it, this had a pocket on it. They attached sleeves, and then they attached the hood and sent me a final picture of it before I cleared them to send it out to me. Then they actually sent it out to me, all of them out to me actually, which was, I ordered 36 of them, and I couldn't get not one of them over people's heads. And the reason why I say that is because I forgot to leave out an important point when I told them to make the hoodie. I told them, I didn't tell them to put elastin inside the hoodie, which makes it stretch. Now when you put a hoodie on and it stretches over your head, and maybe you got a big head or a small head, I didn't tell them to put that. You have to be that specific when dealing with a manufacturer. So because I didn't tell them to put that in the hood, they didn't put it in the hood. So I had a bunch of slick, nice ass hoodies with satin that no one could get their head past this margin, and it would be motherfuckers like with half their head stuck in the hoodie. So I had to send them back, explain to them the mistake and what I needed them to do to correct it, because I had a deadline, and they sent it back, and now they stretch over whatever size because they got elastic in it. So the manufacturer shit get real crazy, but it's good to have, and it's a blessing to have if you in the clothing business, and it's a must-have also.
I had a question.
That's good.
What you feel about that Gucci situation?
That's funny you asked that. A lot of people ask me that shit. Me, and I ain't gonna speak for me personally. I'm just saying that a lot of people need to know their research and know what the fuck going on, and know like really know facts or something close to facts before they go to following other people, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that Gucci took art and designs from another black artist. I forget his name. I can't think of it. I'm high right now. I can't think of it. But that the blackface designs were all pieces and works of another African American artist who expressed his feeling for the slavery movement and the whole Jim Crow shit through his art. And Gucci just used some of his works and paintings on some of their designs. Same of which Beyonce and Jay-Z wore some of the same blackface shit with actual people with the blackface on their shirts. Some of the same shit that Gucci used. Fast forward to now, they got the Dapper Dan situation.
Yeah, Dapper Dan.
You know what I mean? Which he is a black man. I just feel like, man, you wear what you want to wear, and everything ain't gotta be so racial. You know what I mean? It's blatant racism going on out here. I don't think they gotta like do it through the clothes. You know what I mean? And then, like I say, if people really know the history behind it, know where they got the shit from. They know that they're not trying to like really shit on black people. It's really honoring and glorifying black people. I would wear a shirt with some blackface shit on it, because that's the culture. That's where we come from. That just is what it is. People just gotta stop being so You know what I mean? But that's some T.I. shit though, really. You know what I mean? That's some personal T.I. shit. So if you a T.I. fan and you want some following the T.I. shit, then that's what you gonna do. But we rocking that shit.
And then Yas and Shell asks, how do you locate a manufacturer that you can trust?
It's all trial and error. Unless somebody grandfather you in and introduce you to somebody that they know and they've been dealing with and that they can recommend you, then you just gotta reach out and, you know, spend a little money here, get a sample made here, and just see how it works out. You gotta stick your neck out there. You're gonna lose a whole lot of times before you win, but shit, you'll never win if you never try. So you gotta stick your neck out there. On the real.
And then was there any brands that like influenced you, or like what's your favorite brands besides your own?
My favorite brand besides my own right now is be Off-White.
Shout out to Off-White, that's a black
Yeah, it's a black owned. Yeah, I like it first because it's black owned and because of just how the design aspect of it and just how crazy and how far he going with it. Like as far as furniture, jewelry,
dude that was working with Kanye.
glasses, man, you name it. He got it going on. I salute him. I salute him heavy. Another
Shout out to
influence of
Off-White.
mine is Burner with the Cookies clothing line. That's my dude. I follow him heavy. I fuck with his movement. And when it's all said and done, I'm trying to have the same thing he got going on. A Loud Life flagship store on one side and a dispensary on the other side.
That shit in too now.
Definitely.
Come shop still though.
What's your favorite cloth?
My favorite cloth, my favorite fabric.
Both. Either your favorite product and your favorite
Right.
fabric. What you going to? Your go to?
My go-to, I like to be comfortable, so my go-to is a nice heavy duty but light cotton jogging. You know what I'm saying? Or a hoodie. That's why I started making joggies first. That was my first shit I came up with as far as the line was making joggies because I went on the jogging craze. I was going around buying all these jogging suits, you know what I'm saying, just to be comfortable and wear them with some nice shoes because that's what I wanted to wear. And I was like, shit, I might just start making them myself. And now I be going jogging crazy, so that's my go-to. A nice cotton jogging.
Do you ever collab with designs, or is everything just in your own home, in your own space, with your own blunt?
Definitely. It's basically like that. I got one of my partners I work with as far as bringing my shit to life, as far as Photoshop and like the visual, and that's my Montaigne Freeman. Shout out to my nigga Montaigne.
Shout out Montaigne.
We sit down, we roll up real heavy. He's sitting in front of the computer because that's his shit. He know how to, you know what I mean? He the master with that shit. And I just feed him. And I'm talking about from the stitch to the colorway to a slant and a motherfucking in the side of on the sleeve, everything to every detail I design and I come up with is my idea. He bring it to life. Is me and him work together with as far as coming up with designs, and that's it. Us and some weed and a computer.
What's your favorite part about creating?
Seeing people wear that shit, man. Seeing people wear that shit and want to wear it. Like, I'm blessed to say that I ain't never had to call nobody and beg nobody to wear my clothes or you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, man, can you put this on? I mean, I'm giving a lot of shit away, you know what I mean, to people that I feel like deserve it and need to wear it and need to have it. But as far as that, a lot of people just reach out, bro, and I don't even be asking, like, bro, you got the clothes. Be mad because I don't got the clothes. So that's a gift to me. And the best part of being able to do this shit is to walk in the club or walk in the grocery store or see a video or a post where somebody got my shit on. This is my name, bro. Like, this is my nickname. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do. This is my nickname and what I'm known for. Like, for a motherfucker to wear that, that's big to me. Motherfuckers go in Boston store, Macy's, Saks, and they buy all these high designer names, and people in my city go buy my shit with my name on it, and they wear it, they represent it, and they put it on with some Gucci's. They put it on with some Ferragamos. They put it on with some Louis Vuitton shit. You know what I mean? And that shit, that's an honor to me. That's the best part about this shit to me. You know what I mean? Best part.
Are you sponsoring any local rappers?
That's funny, man. Hell yeah. I ain't officially sponsoring none of them, but you might as well say, cause man, them niggas, man, you got all the shit, take all the shit. First off, MT Twins, they're my little brothers, they got all the Loud Life shit. Ishdar, shout out Ishdar. We Up Next, Lil Fresh and Great. Who else we did some sponsorship for? Score Riding, Young Vault, Money Eyes. Shit, man, I had to go through my phone, but YBN Kenny, he just made a post with the Loud Life jacket on. Man, the list goes on. It's crazy. I can't think of everybody right now because I'm high and I'm smoking. But man,
You heard
a lot of them.
You got foreign on there too.
A lot foreign kids.
Yeah.
A lot of them, bro. A lot of them. Young Chop, Looney Baby. Man, whoever popping it hot right now, I'm making sure they got some Loud Life on. We fucking with comedians. Shout out Myron Jew. I mean, anybody in my city who doing something, my nigga, they got that shit. Even if you ain't doing nothing. They got some Loud Life, and I'm thankful and I'm blessed for that, and I appreciate y'all. No bullshit.
So what's one thing you want to leave everybody with that's tapped in? If they take one thing from Loud Life, what would that be?
Shit. Be yourself. Don't do what everybody else wants you to do.